Maybe it was just me, but this new chapter of Eden Zero felt incredibly short. Mashima gave us another action-packed chapter, and it leads me to believe that we still have a lot more time before the Sun Jewel arc is over. I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I point it out because it is an indication that we're finally getting to the meteor arcs within this story. I don't expect it to be that much longer than we're used to, but this is one of the first times our heroes have faced a fairly formidable challenge. So let's break down exactly what that challenge has surmounted to so far. Hello everyone, I'm Ozzy, and this is my Eden Zero Chapter 62 analysis. To start, we have a very cool and confident cover page of Witch. I don't think I've ever noticed it before, but Witch looks exactly like Urza from Fairy Tail in this picture. I would completely believe someone that told me that this is Urza fan art. So it seems that my theory about the cover pages being a hint to that character holding importance in the chapter was wrong. But she was still in the chapter for like 1/3 of a panel, so I guess I win 1/3 of a point or something like that. Ramblings aside, as we jump into this first part of the chapter, we return to Shiki battling the Kurenai Dragoon. I'm curious as to why Mashima decided to show us that she is fighting recklessly. Considering the size of her night gear, I'm not surprised, but it's not as if the civilians have any reason not to turn on her. I suppose the well-off don't mind her governance, but when you think about the fact that there's already a rebellion going on, it's not like she was going to stay in power anyway. But we'll see in the coming weeks if it was just a minor detail or if Mashima is going somewhere with this. So far, Shiki still hasn't been able to make a dent on her. It makes me wonder if this is going to remain a one-on-one fight. Heading back to the slums, we get into the battle between Weisz and Baku. Weisz is seemingly super committed to the character of Arsenal, which has led me to a conclusion I never really gave much thought until now. Weisz is super into role-playing. Whether it was here or Digitalis, he gets committed to the character. After an awkward start, the fight begins and we get some more details on Arsenal. I appreciate that we get to know why Weisz happened to show up when he was supposed to be on the ship. To the surprise of likely everyone, Sister has a weird obsession with Rebecca. I like this small detail, and I always enjoy when Mashima gives us more time with the Starshines. Something about this flashback that has me completely thrown off is that we are given a good impression that the Arsenal wasn't made by Weisz at all, but instead by Hermit. It very well could have been crafted by both of them, but I feel like Weisz was surprisingly naive about how it worked. So what was Weisz working on then? Getting back into the battle, we're shown that the Arsenal works in conjunction with his other gear, which honestly isn't that much of a surprise. Arsenal is capable of crafting seemingly anything that Weisz is capable of imagining as an adjustment to his armor. I was more so expecting Arsenal to be a suit full of almost limitless weapons, but instead it's more of an ever-changing and adaptive piece of armor. I expect the newer versions to at some point be able to construct weapons and equipment for him though. So after some time passes during their battle, it is revealed that the suit shuts down after a certain level of ether is consumed. I like that at the early stages, Arsenal runs on a time limit of sorts, although this time limit in particular felt extremely fast. My theory is that his alterations consume a large amount of ether, causing him to shut down sooner. I really like this kind of restriction. After a final huge attack, Baku was taken out, but it's seeming like Weisz is also out of the picture. I don't expect that he won't be able to use Arsenal again until he charges it at Eden Zero. I believe that it instead will naturally charge after some time. I expect that next chapter we'll be seeing Homer again. I'm hoping that she'll have a newfound resolve, but time will tell. Until next chapter, Seal.